All right. Okay, so I have my demo reel. Demo reel's done. Demo reel's easy. Everything's leveled out. I'm very happy with it. Okay? You don't have to make a new project. You can also just make a new sequence. So lots of people don't know how to make just a fresh new sequence. Because I have all my content in here already, I can just make a new sequence. I'm going to go with making a new sequence. Boop. All right? And remember, when we make a new sequence, the settings are default to SD. You can manually change the settings, and these settings are located in the pickup drive right here. Sequence settings for Premiere, right? So you can manually change all of these right here. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the shortcut. But I just want to let you know that's where you can find them if you need to manually change them. All right, so here's my sequence. Now let's talk about putting in a song. So problem number one, if you put a song in first, the settings might not get adjusted for your video. So if I put in my music first, bam, it's set. Notice, see how it's square? Now when I put in my video, right, it's square. Everyone see that? So if you don't manually change the settings of the sequence by going to sequence settings, you're going to have to start off with a clip. So you might just want to throw in a clip. It's going to prompt you to change the sequence settings, and you say, yes, change my sequence settings. Okay? That's a pitfall some people fall into every once in a while. I can't help you with that on the final. So remember to change the sequence settings. If you call me over, Mr. G, it's square, too bad, so sad, you know how to do it. I've also just recorded it and posted it on YouTube. So you can find this and figure it out. Number one. Okay. Now that my sequence has changed and it's all set, I'm going to grab my song again. Boop, boop. I'm going to put it in the bottom track and have a go. All right. First thing is, I want it to look like Premiere has thrown up all over it. That's the phrasing I'm using. That's the phrasing I'm sticking with. One of the things I'm going to be really looking for this project and for the final is timing the music. Okay, so a couple of tricks to show you guys, right? Number one, M for mark. I can select my song, M for mark, and I can listen to it. So I can, time changes. I can do every fourth beat. I can play like Guitar Hero. Or I can just do it when he goes, ah. I wait for it. And then beat kicks in. Right? So I can mark it and get the timing all set like that. Okay. Phase one, complete. Timed and ready. Next, phase two. I want this super, 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 super choppy. I want this like the silent short and the montage on steroids. So I'm going to take little itty bitty clips and kind of piece them all together, right? So I'm just going to go and start with this one, right? I'll double click on it. Right? And then I have my in and out points, right? So I'll grab, where's a cool shot? I like the close up at the end. So I'm going to go back to this shot right here. We're staring down the gun barrel right there. And I'll hit I, boop, play, O. Gonna drag it into my timeline. I can find a place where I want to time it. I can put I and O points here as well, right? So if I wanted to come in right when he goes, ah, I'll find that part right there. And I can press I here. And I can just drag it. Remember, I can drag it over here and choose overwrite, or I can place it. I'm going to hit overwrite. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. What happened? Yeah. What happened to my song? Oh! What happened? What happened, class? I still have my audio track or my plugs plugged in. Remember these two things. People still forget these. Someone just asked me this just right now about them. So you have an audio and a video plug. So remember to disengage stuff you don't want audio from. So I can either drop it in like that, or I can drop it into overwrite. I can also do other things to it as well, right? Grab another piece, right? Grab here. And get me jumping out like that. I want that. And you go, oh, and I'm demoing it right now.
No, for the demo reel. I have no idea.
All right. I'm demoing stuff right now, Sarah. All right. So
Yeah.
now I have both of them. Boom. All right. So if I have my audio from one thing and I want to get rid of it, this is how you do it. This is how you do it, right? So if I accidentally left this in here, like so, I'm like, oh, I still got my audio in here, nutso, right? Right? So right here, if I already have it plugged in, I'm like, oh, I want to get rid of that. I can right-click, and I choose unlink. Bam. Now they're two separate pieces, and now I can just select on my audio and delete it. It's gone. All right? So now that's how you can get rid of audio. If you need to add audio, you need to find it back in. Hey, guys, I'm demoing. Can you whisper, please?
I don't have any instructions.
Okay. So you were really, really, really late. So deal. All right? Because I went over them twice. All right. So that's how you get rid of your audio. You can have places in your sizzle reel if you want to include your audio. Like I might actually like the special effects from this one if I want to include it. Okay? Next. All right? Lots of speed changes. Don't forget. Oh yeah, one more thing with timing the music. Remember, if I want to like try to time, let's see what I can do. I want that car to hit right away, right, with that change, right? So I want that to happen a little sooner so I can trim that in. Don't forget you have these slip and slide tools, right? So I have the rolling edit, lets me, if I grab the edge, that lets me trim that, or if I have right below it, I have this slip and slide tool, and that lets me change the clip from within. I can reposition where that car thing happens, right? That's a nice trick to kind of get that timed a little bit more to the right. Oop, more to the left. Sorry, this way. Whoop. I might be out of space. There you go. So, you can also mark things on your clips, right? M for mark here, and now I have a mark here, and I have a mark here. Okay? So I can also just kind of reposition it to work there as well manually. I don't have to use these special tools. All right, because it's an edit, because it's a very quick succession of clips, the other thing I'd like you to try and use is a bunch of effects and transitions. Those can be under effects here, and you have video transitions. Go nutso with them. Remember, they land at the seams where different clips meet up, right? So if I go right here and I choose that, it'll slide. It might also go here to split. I can try different things, right? So they always work at a seam. I could also play with keyframing. I could keyframe effects, or I could just keyframe stuff. So another thing a lot of people do for their sizzle reel is they have so much that they want to show off, right? They can take different clips here. I'm just going to try and grab 4 random clips. Oops, wrong thing. This thing, right? So I'm going to pretend each one of these is really cool. I'm going to unplug my audio. 1, 2, let's just do 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? The other thing I could do is I could keyframe them, or I can just kind of show 3 different things by cropping or positioning them. So this one I'm going to put over to the left. Oops, yeah. Get over there like that. And then this one I'm going to position over to the right. And that way you can see that down here. If I wanted to crop something like this one, I'm probably going to want to crop. Remember, cropping is a filter, or an effect, excuse me. So if I go here to video effects, it's under transition, or I can just type in crop, and it will show up right here. Crop, bam, and that way I can get a piece of it instead of all of it. Double click here, go to effects, and I choose top left. I'm going to try to do left. Whoop, too much. And that will let me just have a piece of what's going on, right? So something like that. So, and if I wanted to crop this one, again, I have to grab the crop filter and go up here. And then I can crop this one from the right, like that. And now I can see everything. I could also keyframe these, right? Okay. So, lots of transitions, lots of filters, speed changes. Other things you can do, you can keyframe. Don't forget the stopwatch here lets you keyframe stuff. And then don't forget, you can right-click and change the speed. Speed or duration. You can do stuff faster. You can do stuff backwards by clicking reverse. You can have a lot of fun with speed changes as well. That is my 10-minute demo. I wanted to try and keep that under 10 minutes so you can watch that during the final. Does anyone have any questions? When you're done, last thing, when you're done, here's a problem that lots of people do on the final. They forget. Some people fade out the song like so. Boom, boom, when they're done. My movie's done. My sizzle reel's done. And then you have this part. And you export it out. You're like, I faded it out. Okay? That's going to give me a 3-minute movie. You're going to get marked down for that. So don't forget to trim your song, even if you have zeroed it out. If the song exists at a 0, that's going to cause a problem. Okay? So there you go. Questions? Okay? Last thing, just to give you a reminder, File, Export, Media, or Command M. Double check that it is H.264 codec. That's the first thing where it says Format. Switch it down to H.264. That'll make it a nice compressed thing. And then to change the name and its location, Output Name. Double click here. And you're going to say 1 underscore. And you're going to call it, this one you're going to call Sizzle Reel. You're going to call it Final back in the end. Sizzle Reel underscore and your last name. Boom. Desktop. And then hit export. Got it? Questions? All right. You'll have all of tomorrow to do this.